The Caravan now moves to Colombo. The next match of the Super 4 stage will be played on Saturday. There's a 2-day gap because remember, teams have to move to Colombo. It is Sri Lanka versus Bangladesh. It will be played on Saturday. It's a must-win game for Bangladesh. If they lose that game, it will be goodbye. See you at the World Cup.
Yeah, it will be, but I think it's going to be tough for Bangladesh.
Yep.
You said 2-day gap. That means the 1 day they'll have to travel from Pakistan to Sri Lanka. Recover, play in a completely different conditions. I thought Lahore wicket was absolute pata, as we always say it, but Sri Lanka wicket is not as easy to bat on. But if you look at other way around, there will be assistance from the wicket for the bowlers also. And remember, Bangladeshi bowlers actually enjoys the conditions where there is help from the wicket. So it'll be an interesting one for Bangladesh. I think the important thing is how quickly they are recovering from this loss and they put in behind.
One specific area of improvement, Bangladesh?
Top order batting, just more responsible shot making.
Yeah.
I mean, Litton does look at it. He got 16 of 13 balls, 4 fours. All his runs were scored up boundaries. He was looking perfect touch. And then it's a shot. It's the decision making that's been a problem for them, and I think that's what they need to look at and say, because they have the young guns now. They have these powerful young hitters, Shamim, Litton. They're all really, really good hitters of the ball. They just need to decide when to use the shot out.
Miraj still on top for you?
Look, now Miraj has to be on top.
Yeah.
Because now your problem is that, again, you're in the same situation as you were when you were in the league stage, which is that if you don't have you need big wins now. Just winning is not enough because you've lost by 1.0. 1.0 is a huge margin. So that's the problem they have. They have to now win big.
On the other hand, Sri Lanka have won 12 consecutive one-day internationals, and in all those 12 matches, they've got the opposition all out. Lots of boxes being ticked there as well. The form of Kusal Mendes with the bat, Asalanka coming good, Pathirana is getting better with each day. So Sri Lanka, the mood and the mahal in the camp should be very upbeat.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it says when you win 12 games in a row, you obviously have done a lot of things right, and that is the reason why you find yourself into this kind of situation. And see, you're playing at home, you're playing in front of your home crowd. That also helps. But yeah, I think Pathirana coming good. Tikshana has been really good. Asalanka, I always thought that Asalanka is immensely talented player. He probably didn't do justice to his talent as yet. But good to see him scoring runs as well. And Kusal Mendes, we've seen how well he can bat. So and obviously they would want Dasun Shanaka, the captain, to come good. I thought he has potential to win big games, which we've seen in T20 format as well. So yeah, I think Sri Lanka is definitely looking good. And no one's talking about Sri Lanka, but this is a team which is still in transition period. But I think they are also ticking quite a few boxes here.
Enough spin options available as well, Joy. Yes, they are playing in Colombo, but they have Dhananjay De Silva, who can bowl spin. Dunit Velalage bowled really well. Pathirana is in terrific form. Tikshana always going to be more than a handful on that pitch.
No, exactly. And again, I have to reiterate this: a team which is missing their four of their top bowlers.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a huge thing. Hasaranga not there, Madhushankar not there, Lahiru Kumara not there, Dushmantha Chameera not there. Missing 4 top options, and you're still bowling so well. You're still winning matches. I think that's a great achievement, because the last match that they won, and the last match was a tight match. Till then, they've really, they've managed to cruise through. The wins that they had in the World Cup qualifiers were very comprehensive wins. But this last match, obviously, luck played a part in it. Some terrible decision making. We don't even want to talk. We've talked enough about that. But they won the match. At the end of the day, a W will come against their name, and I think that's what this side is showing: resilience. I also have the same problem with them. I think Shanaka has to come to the party.
Let's bring up the Bangladesh squad once again, since this match is going to be played in Colombo. In Pallekele, they played 3 spinners. Is there a case for Bangladesh to bring back Mehdi Hassan for Afif Hussain, who hasn't done much? Also, since Mohammad Naeem isn't among the runs, would you try to bring back debutant Tanzid Tamim, who sort of was dropped after that duck in that opening game, in his debut game?
Not really. I thought he did obviously got only one opportunity, but he was dropped. But now that you are in Super 4s, you don't want to change so many things. Yes, batting has not clicked for Bangladesh as yet. I mean, they did really well in Colombo, but here I thought the decisions which we've been talking about. But if you're in a Bangladesh camp, you're still, we've been talking about transition period. You want players to give as much opportunity as you want, so that they gain that confidence. And in subcontinent conditions, you never know about Bangladesh. They can surprise anyone. So stability is something which Shakib Al Hasan would be thinking of, and no matter what the result is here in Asia Cup, he would want to go with a stable playing 11 going into World Cup.
Extra spinner for you, Joy? For Afif Hussain or?
They have enough spin. I mean, if they look at it, there are other people they could have thrown the ball to as well. Today, Afif played. So, Afif can also bowl a bit, A lot of them can actually bowl. So, you have another couple of bowlers who can bowl spin out there. It's just that they haven't used them under these circumstances. Also, remember one more thing, that when you're going from Lahore to Colombo, you'll also be carrying an umbrella with you, because, those things will also change out there. So, there are a variety of other factors which will come into play. And I agree with him that the Lahore kind of wickets don't suit a team like Bangladesh. I think Colombo will suit them much more.
Players to watch out for before we say goodbye. One each.
I feel Shakib Al Hasan. I think someone every time Bangladesh.
Easy pick.
No, easy. It's not easy pick. I think I'm just going to the pattern. Every time Bangladesh has been pushed to the ropes, I think Shakib Al Hasan every time has put his hand up and given a proper match-winning performance. So I think Shakib Al Hasan is something which a player to watch out for.
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka and Asalanka. I like Asalanka. I mean, the way he bats and probably lefty.
His favourite as well.
Yeah,
my favourite as well.
I really like Asalanka. I mean, if I had to pick any player from any side, I would pick Asalanka.
2 for you.
Yeah, he's taken both my picks. But that's
it's okay.
They're all my favorites as well.
Sir,
But
इस class में copy allowed है.
No. I actually want to see Litton Das do well, because I feel that if he does well, it'll make a huge difference. I want to see Litton Das do well. Sri Lanka definitely, Pathirana, the way he's improving, the way he's on his way up, so I have to do.